So like George Carlin had said, he said, they have a wonderful system. They keep us divided, keep us fighting amongst each other while they go to the bank. He said it's an excellent system, happens to work. Now think about like back in the 60s when we had all the hippies on one side, right? And then we had the civil rights movement on the other side. The hippies, obviously, they didn't want to go to Vietnam. They didn't want to go get killed for some beef that wasn't even ours. Has nothing to do with us. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being 18 years old, walking through some foreign land with a gun, ready to start capping whoever the hell you see lives there? Or stepping into a foreign land where there's a civil war going on and then you pick a side? Like, come on, man. So, nobody wanted to go. That's where you had like people burning their draft cards, and just a lot of people went to Canada, as a matter of fact. But the point is we were still divided, but we were at that time. If we had realized we were more together at that time than we are now. We're so divided now. If those two groups of people, the civil rights movement and the hippies, if they had consolidated, the powers that be would have been fucked. And they knew that. You see, they knew that. That's why people like Malcolm X, who was a real man, by the way, he really did do or believe in what he said, you know what I mean? Like what he stood for. Basically what he found out was that Elijah Muhammad was a fucking, part of my language, pedophile Skinner. So he found out that guy was false. He also found out that the Knights of Malta and, not the Freemasons, but the Knights of Malta, the Jesuits, in a sense. Malcolm X's dad was killed by KKK. KKK is funded by the Knights of Malta, okay? That same group of people, they had their hands into the business that Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X was doing. As soon as Malcolm X found that out, he started talking about it. And as soon as he started talking about it, he was dead, okay? People like Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, those dudes had, well, each guy had one side of the country, for Christ's sakes. They could have put out a song and seriously started some serious shit, right? Notice they're not around anymore either. A lot of people think Tupac is still alive. It's a good possibility. If you look into Machiavelli, what Machiavelli actually did was fake his own death to fool his enemies. So, right? But the point is that the powers that be, if you get big enough and you have a big enough voice and you're actually making a difference, making a change, starting to get people to consolidate on one idea or another, you're going to get killed more than likely. That's what happens. That's what happens. Bill Hicks said it. Bill Hicks, who happens to be Alex Jones, he said it. He said, throughout time, we've had people who have accomplished many, many great things. They've rallied the people. They've made great change. He says, and we kill those people. People like John Lennon. People, just anybody who has an idea. Anybody who can get through to you. Right? They'll take you out. So that's the whole idea. We are divided. We are so divided. And they got us trained, man. They got us trained to police ourselves, right? What did he say? Did he say faggot? Did he say nigger? Oh my God, get him. Do you see that? Like they love that shit. They love that shit. Because really, there's only so many of them and there are so many of us. But we can't even come together. I mean, shit, we can't even play nice when it comes to bathrooms and transgender. Are you kidding me? That's an issue? All right, look, if y'all can't fucking play nice together, then we're going to make one bathroom with a fucking locking door. How about that? Problem solved. Right? One bathroom. One, single. Male, female, whatever you are. You go in and use it by yourself. Problem solved. But nah, we'll freaking, let's waste a whole ton of time on that. Get everybody all riled up about it. Right? I mean, it's when you know what to look for, it's almost comical, man. I watch the news now and I laugh. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, it's heavy. It's heavy programming. Like, and they just drill you with it constantly. Constantly. You ever notice anytime somebody that's supposed to be important standing there talking, there's almost always a globe next to them? Pay attention. Pay attention to the background. Those backgrounds are all set up like people, nothing's an accident, on the background of a set, right? But yeah, where was I? Division, right? Divided. I don't see a way. This is the problem. Okay? We're using YouTube, we're using the net, and we're being in contact with each other, and we're trying to spread word, awareness of what's going on, right? Let's just say we all wanted to come together physically, some sort of a rally, which really wouldn't have any effect anyways, but let's just say that's what we wanted to do, right? When you click I accept on Google, when you have to accept the terms, one of those terms is that they can use your information to prevent a crime. Keyword being prevent. So let's just say we all talking, we're on Facebook, and we're all organizing something where we're all going to come together and run our mouths about flat Earth or something like that, right? Well, by the time we get there, they're already going to have the guys with the turtle suits waiting for us. That's how that works. They'll dead it before it even starts. Not only that, even if and this has happened, but it doesn't get coverage, you see? People have come together many times and, made a stink, different places. I know it just happened in North Carolina about 6 months ago. You know what? You don't see. It happened over the police shooting or whatever. Because cops just be killing people, But see, that's the thing. That gets no coverage. You don't see that. They make sure that you don't see that. So if you don't see that, then you don't know what's going on next door. You don't know what's going on in the next town over. I mean, there's plenty of scenarios with the mind control that they have that they could use. Let me give you one quick one. Okay, since everybody believes in space and everybody believes, and you notice how now they're talking about asteroids, comets, meteors, more and more and more. We know they want a whole bunch of us dead, right? Well, what if they say, oh my God, the comet's coming? Scientists have found it. It's going to hit on this day. But don't you worry, because we love you all, and we have some underground shelters for everybody. Everybody, we're all going to get underground. We're going to save your lives. Go ahead, get in the hole. Everybody get in the hole. The meteor's coming. Right? We all get in the hole. They fill it with water. Done. Everybody's underground. Done. Problem solved. Sounds out of line, but it doesn't sound far-fetched to me at all. They want most of us dead, and the rest of us they want to enslave. So in the future, just keep in mind that sometimes when somebody spits something out of their mouth at you, it's not even them, it's an agenda that's been planted into their head. We're programmed to disagree with each other. We're programmed to immediately just divide. Tool wrote a song called Right in Two. Check out the song. Check out the video. It's an animated video. Peace to all.